inching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They go play action with Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Eagles at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it, and that's what they're trying to get done here.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On first down, Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their 25-yard line. Our first carry for the second-year man, it's Najee Harris. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
Hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Looking to throw again on second down. Pickett, pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
On second down, this is Harris. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 yards, good enough for a first. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Pickens on the slant. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Pickett back to throw. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Johnson. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 1 now.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking. But that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. And they got there and swarmed and finished off.
And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
An unfortunate distinction for Sanders last season. He had the most yards, 754th, any back in the league, to not score a touchdown. He's still the guy in Philly, though, and he'll get back to scoring this season. Plenty of work available for him in the league's top rushing offense from a year ago.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Keeps himself upright. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he's able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. In motion, the tight end. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Pickett. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
Dialing up another pass here, Pickett. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete here.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Meanwhile, Pickett's throw complete there to Johnson. Throwing again on 2nd down. Pickett. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd and 2, Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett.
He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there at 22. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
119 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
There was simply no bringing Harris along slowly as a rookie for the Steelers. He was one of 2 NFL backs with over 300 carries and led all NFL running backs with 74 catches. Along the way, he set several Pittsburgh rookie records.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. run with Harris out of the shotgun.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And that'll bring up 4th down of a big sack with a loss of 5.
Now Pickett on 4th down. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he is going to have the Steelers' 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. First and 10, here's Pickett. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers get a bit closer.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
Sanders shaking and baking.
130 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And that is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Play action. Here's Hurts.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3/4 of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
They go play action with Hurts.
Rolling to his right. He's going deep for Brown. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Steelers are right back in this football game. Now, he exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's got room. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are. And now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. Quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and goal at the Steelers' 4-yard line.
It'll be Hurts on the option. Sanders is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott from the left hash. A chip shot here. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to start one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of
touchdown, Eagles! Kenneth Gainwell, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as he'll go for 2.
Hurts will throw.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Pickett's throw brought in by Austin.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw here taken in by Boykin.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, They've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a 1st down.
Pickett to throw on 1st down. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Pickett now on 1st down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
From the gun, here's Pickett.
He'll let it fly for Austin. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. And returning right back to Boykin.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Miles Boykin
from 21 yards away.
And the Steelers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Pickett will try to throw for this.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. So it wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level, and that hurts them.
So flying Eagles fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they